You know the feeling. Your team needs one goal to stay alive. The clock hits the 89th minute, and suddenly the opposing team completely stops playing football. Instead, you get a masterclass in stalling. A player decides to slowly tie their boots during a substitution. Someone collapses, grabbing a hamstring that was perfectly fine 10 seconds earlier. Even taking a basic goal kick suddenly requires deep contemplation. For years, the only defense against this has been the referee. But pointing to their watch or waving a yellow card rarely stops a team determined to kill the momentum. For the 2026 World Cup, that dynamic is shifting. FIFA is overhauling the rulebook to mechanically eliminate the ability to waste time. To change how players behave, the sport is moving toward visible countdowns, shifting the focus from a referee's subjective opinion to a specific set of non-negotiable clocks. This diagram breaks down a strict 5-second countdown. Take too long on a throw-in or goal kick, a visible timer starts. Violating it triggers penalties. Delay a throw-in, possession switches. Delay a goal kick, the opposition gets a corner. Next, the rules target the agonizingly slow substitution walk. Once the sub board goes up, the exiting player has exactly 10 seconds to leave. Here is how this diagram tracks the mechanical penalty. If a player fails to step off in those 10 seconds, their substitute is locked on the sideline for 1 full minute. For those 60 seconds, their team is forced to play with only 10 men. Then there is the new tax on tactical injuries. If a player requires a physio on the pitch, that player must leave the game for 1 minute. The only exception is the goalkeeper, since removing them isn't practically workable. These 3 updates ensure that any attempt to stall now results in a guaranteed, immediate tactical disadvantage for the offending team. Beyond managing the clock, the incoming rules aggressively expand the reach of the video assistant referee, or VAR, to eliminate human blind spots. VAR can now step in to review second yellow card offenses, a power previously restricted only to straight reds. It can also verify corner kick decisions, provided the review happens quickly enough to avoid delaying the restart. The system also gains the explicit mandate to instantly correct cases of mistaken identity, ensuring the right player is booked if the on-pitch referee makes an error in a crowded penalty box. Referees themselves are receiving a hardware upgrade. They will now wear body cameras provided and controlled by the competition organizers. The footage serves 2 distinct purposes. First, it generates data to help train future referees. Second, it creates the potential for fans to watch penalty decisions from a first-person perspective. Finally, the new rules address a long-standing logical flaw in how the sport handles DOGSO. That stands for denying an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. As this logic flow shows, the old rule demanded a card even if the attacking team scored. Under the new caveat, if advantage is played and a goal results, the red card is completely cancelled. The scoring opportunity wasn't actually denied. Between the expanded video reviews, body cameras, and structural rule corrections, the ultimate authority on the pitch is migrating away from a single human with a whistle and toward objective technology. That is the single defining philosophy of the 2026 World Cup: maximize actual football and minimize dead time. Now, while these rules look airtight on paper, they will not instantly cure the sport of all manipulation. Professional teams and managers are highly incentivized to adapt. They will inevitably discover new, creative loopholes to dictate the pace of a match that bypass these specific penalties entirely. The 90 minutes of the game remain exactly the same, but the architectural boundaries around those minutes are now strictly enforced by the clock and the camera. So, will these strict new rules successfully save the flow of the World Cup, or do they risk ruining the organic feel of the sport? Let us know in the comments below, and subscribe to Soccer Blueprint for more.